Hey everybody, you're watching Tiger XT, my name is Tiger, and in case you were wondering, the XT stands for... For the past few episodes, I've been reviewing some pretty deep games. We've looked at the deep-rooted effects of toxic masculinity on the Generation X population with Broforce, and we've seen the horrific implications of the relationship between a pocket universe and its flippant eldritch overwatcher in Tearaway Unfolded. How nice it is then that this week we get to take a look at a perfectly normal game about a perfectly normal man doing perfectly normal things. Octodad is a puzzle adventure game in which the player is responsible for controlling the actions of a perfectly normal father figure as he goes about various day-to-day tasks, such as taking care of some household chores, going grocery shopping, or escorting his family to the aquarium. Although this may sound quite dull, there are so many levels of nuance to the character that the game really becomes the story of a perfectly ordinary man who loves his family more than anything in the world. So much so that he overcomes himself in order to perform the extraordinary. In fact, it is the aquarium level where the game really begins to get deep into its story, as we discover that our unnamed protagonist is terrified of the ocean, and, by extension, oceanic creatures and marine biologists, who remind him so much of the ocean that his legs quiver like jelly at the mere sight of them. Despite this incredibly deep-seated fear though, our hero is able to put aside his own discomfort for the benefit of his family. It's truly inspiring. It's just so, like, it's just really moving. Okay, I'm sorry, I need a moment. Okay, nah, I'm cool. I can do this. One of the most interesting things about Octodad is that the most difficult aspect to the game is controlling the character. This is because instead of simply using the analog stick to move him forwards and using basic button presses to interact with objects, the player must use the left analog stick to control the horizontal position and the right analog stick to control the vertical position of the character's dominant arm. Similarly, the player raises the character's left and right legs using the shoulder buttons on the controller, shifting them forwards or backwards using the analog sticks only while those buttons are held. Why the developers chose such an intensely difficult control scheme for a character who is clearly simply an ordinary man trying to do his best is beyond my reckoning, but it definitely adds to the charm of the game. Overall, the game is a sweet, innocent look at the everyday life of an ordinary family man, and in a time when every game seems as though it has to be deep, gritty, or emotionally jarring in order to succeed, it's like, what's an apt metaphor here? A refreshing dip in the ocean. It's like a bowl of chilled ink noodles on a hot summer's day. It's like having some kind of cephalopod massage you with its sucky tentacles. On the topic of octopuses, did you know that they're really intelligent? Like, they're probably smart enough that you could design an entire game concept around one, and everyone would absolutely love it. You could do so much cool stuff in a game like that. But not this game though. This game doesn't need that kind of hook. It's perfect, just the way it is. Just a normal, everyday man doing his normal, everyday things. As for the title of the game, Octodad, it's pretty clear that the title came about because of how much our main character loves his family, thus making him 8 times dadlier than your standard dad. But don't take my word for it. Go out and buy it for yourself. Experience normalcy today. He's a fucking octopus, isn't he?